Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. I'm going to share real quick here on Facebook before I forget. Sorry about the squeaky. Gemma's got one in the background there. She just picked it up. All right. I'll share to Facebook. I hope you guys are all having a good week. Hopefully, everybody was able to get out and have some fun this week. The weather's been pretty nice, at least up this way it has. It's been comfortable. It looks like it's going to get back up into the hot weather, which I'm not looking forward to. I never enjoy that. Hey there, Steve. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, it's been a fun week though altogether. I mean, I made it out. I mostly did a bunch of digging this week, which was cool. I dug a bunch of really cool finds and made some good videos for my new channel, so that was fun. Hey there, Don. How you doing, buddy? Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Steve. Yeah, it's been kind of tough though. The fishing, as far as fishing goes, anybody that's up this way, you totally understand. We're in the middle of a huge mayfly hatch right now, and for any of you that's ever been in a mayfly hatch, you know what it does to the fishing. It really messes the fishing up. The fish, they get fed so fast and so hard on all the mayfly larvae, which are wigglers, as well as the mayflies that are on the surface, and that just makes for some bad fishing for at least a couple weeks. So it's gonna be slow going. Gonna be slow going for sure. Hey Josh, how you doing, buddy? Hey Rob, just let the ad roll. Nice. Thank you. Was there an ad in tonight's? Crap, I might have had it set on monetize. I try to never monetize my lives because I don't want ads on this. So I apologize if there was. Hey McParland, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Rick. Hope you had a good evening. Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy week though. Like I said, I mostly dug, which I'll probably mostly do this week too. I will try to get out and do some fishing, but as I said, the mayfly hatch has made it hard, and it's really put a damper on the fish bite in general. So I don't forecast the fish really biting good for just a little bit here. So, oh geez, I'm sorry about that, Rob. I probably have it set for monetize. I was in a rush tonight because I thought I was going to be late, and yep. So hopefully the ads don't roll while I'm going, and if they do, I apologize. I try to always set it non-monetize for this because I think monetizing a live event's just kind of silly. But hey sis, how you doing? Hey there, Mr. 919. The fishing season itself has been pretty awesome. I've caught a lot of big fish. If you've been following any of my videos, you'll see that I've caught a lot of big fish. In fact, so far, master angler wise, I think I'm at six different species right now for master anglers. So yeah, so I got that going on right now with all them, and I'm still after a lot of big species. If it wasn't for the big mayfly hatch we got going on, I'd be hammering them this week. I'm still going to try and get out this coming week and see if I can hammer some fish. But for the most part, I've been doing great. You know, everywhere I've gone, I've caught a lot of fish. So hopefully you're having a good one too. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, actually, we did. I cooked my catfish just a few days ago, and Rick, he smoked all the rest of them, and man, was it good. I'd never had smoked catfish before, but I'm telling you, it was the best smoked fish I ever had in my life. It might have just been the way he did it, but it tasted like candy, and it was just so good. So good. Hey, Don, how you doing, buddy? How the girls doing? Hopefully they're doing good. I went out and I did buy the kids. I was sad to see that one of them got booted down in the tournament that happened last weekend, but I went out and got the kids fishing stuff the other day. I've got 3 tackle boxes here ready, and they are stocked full of stuff. I went and bought a bunch of my favorite items and just filled them up. So yeah, I've got a lot of things. Just gotta be stealing the show. But I filled up a tackle box, and I got a lot of stuff coming for the kids. So yeah, I'm excited to get that stuff sent out. It's going to be fun. And then last week I showed off those rods that Frank's Great Outdoors donated. So it's going to be nice gonna be nice to get all that stuff out into the kids' hands. So that's good. I'm glad, Don. I'm glad. And I'm glad you guys are still at it too. I'm glad that, in my opinion, it's still very, very possible to beat that bluegill. It's not that tough a one. I mean, it's definitely a trophy if you beat it, but it can be done. There you go. Nice. That's cool, 919. I fly fished for bass for a long time. It's funny. What's up, Mike? A lot of people, when they think fly fishing, they seem to just think right to trout because that's, in the movies and all that stuff, it always seems like people are just on streams. But when I started fly fishing, I started learning on perch. I fly fish perch in the evenings on Vanetton Lake, caught a ton of them. And then I also caught I started bass fishing with flies. I bought the cool streamers that look like minnows. I've got a frog fly, a mouse. I mean, I started doing all that stuff when I was younger, even for pike. And it's definitely a whole lot of fun to get into. Definitely. Oh, the ground sucks, Rob. The ground. Yeah, I wasn't kidding with that, man. It is hard to dig. Very hard. Yeah, Don. Yep, June 30th. That's the end date of the tourney. So we only got a couple weeks here. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, the ground, I've never felt the ground this hard. And crazy thing is I did a video. The next video you'll see was right after rainfall. You couldn't tell. The top of the ground wasn't even wet. I mean, it soaked it up so fast, all the ground underneath was still crumbly. So it's sad. It's a messed up year we're having. Oh, that's cool, Mike. Yeah, that's cool. It's funny, I said we're having a mayfly hatch. There used to be a guy, he was an old timer on Vanetton Lake when I was a kid, and I'll never forget. He used to go out there and realize this, but when it comes to the mayfly hatch, every fish species is feeding on them mayflies, and that's why the fishing gets so tough because literally everything eats hard on them. The wigglers, the mayfly larvae wigglers have to make their way up from the mud. And while they're trying to make their way up, they're in a feeding frenzy. And then once they do get up and turn into a fly, then it's back to game on again, and the fish are eating them as a fly. So there's really no winning as a mayfly, and then they get the fun of sitting in the road for a moment and getting crunched and popped. So there's no good life for the mayfly. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. I hope it's been treating you good too. It's been decent for me, not too bad. I kind of stuck around this weekend. I've been tying lures, trying to catch back up, especially before the 4th. I know that a lot of the bait shops are going to want to restock, and I had to go restock a couple places last week, and it really brought me down in the lures. I've sold over 4,000 now of my pounders this year, so I am just going crazy with all that and trying to keep up. But yeah, it's still though, it's been gives me something to do. So every night, I mean, even today, I've just got done tying 200. I just finished before I went live. So I try to keep up, tie at least 100 a day. And yeah, I'm doing all right with it. So thanks, Bill. Thanks. I hope eventually to get good enough back up with stock to where I can handle a bunch more tackle shops, because as it sits right now, I'd like to spread throughout the state, but I just don't know if I can handle it yet. I just don't know. Rick says hi, Jammers. She's just full of it today, man. She's full of it. Yeah. Being a crazy girl. But I'll tell you what, one thing I'm excited to do this week, guys, when I came home the other day from fishing, there was a really cool gift waiting for me on my porch. Officer Paul, that gets on here from time and time again, he got me a a brand new trolling motor, and I was just blown away. At first, I didn't know who did it, what to think. I mean, it was shocked me, but I got a new trolling motor, and it's a really good one. Strong 55-pound thrust. So that boat, the wind ain't gonna be able to push me around no more. That's for sure. So yeah, it's really great. Oh, she is a week old, ain't she? I keep forgetting it was, yeah, Sunday, born Sunday. That's great. Yeah, everybody that if you didn't know, well, most of you wouldn't know, but I did mention last weekend that my niece was in you know, in labor, but I had a baby niece and she's 1 week old now. What's her full name again, Robin? I just know obviously her middle name, Diana, because it's my mom's name. So it's yeah, that's the part I'm never gonna forget. And I know the last name's pretty sure she put Carell, but Cecilia Diana Shirley. Nice. Cece. Yeah, she's a cutie. Yeah, the 55, it's great, Bill. And you know, I've got that boat that I have is it's a 14-foot deep V. It's pretty heavy. And you know, I was using a 25-pound thrust that my sister got me at I think it was Goodwill. She found a good deal on it. And it was funny. I mean, the thing works great, but all it takes is a little bit of wind, and that 25-pound is not going to push that boat, man. You just can't fight it. Boat's too heavy. But 55, it's going to take me anywhere I need to go. So super excited. I'm going to try and get the boat out tomorrow. I got it hooked up right now. Not quite sure where I'm going to head, but I will be on the water. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Big shout out to Paul and his family. The Jezicks, they're really great people. And yeah, I am I'm happy to have met them. They're real nice people. And that was great for, you know, great help. Definitely. So yeah, between you, Paul, and Rick with the motor, man, I am set now. That boat is ready to rock. Oh, it was. Yeah, I was shocked. I really was, and I had no idea who. I mean, I didn't even know he was thinking about getting me one. So it was definitely crazy. I didn't expect it. Now, one thing tonight that I want some help with you guys on here. If you have anything that you would like to see me go catch, if you have any ideas for videos that you want to see me do, go ahead and toss them out there because I am looking for ideas. Obviously, I mean, I could go do stuff every day. I've got lots of ideas in my head, but I want to know what you guys would want to see. That's the big thing, you know. I can do as much as I really want to, but that's not going to bring me the views. So I'm just looking to see what kind of ideas you guys would like to see. And I can do my best to get out there and try to bring you those videos. I've been working hard to bring different kinds of videos this season, and I've got a lot of plans. I just got to hope, you know, weather permitting and all this. I've still got a lot of ways to go. The van is fixed. I mentioned that last week. Rick helped me with the van. I also got new tires on the front of it. I'm going to try and get new tires on the back this week if I can come up with the cash from sales. I'll try and get new tires all around. Once the tires are on, then I can go travel. And I've been dying to travel with my dogs and just camp out of the van. I got a brand new propane stove to go out and cook with. And all right, well, that I will put down, Johnny, because I'm telling you, once I get these tires, I just got to get the rear tires changed out, hopefully this week. And once I am done with that, I want to go up to the UP with the dogs and camp, you know, probably just a night here, night there, and just fish all day long. But Dollarville, the Dollarville floodage is where I really want to hit for the muskie. So, yeah, I will put that down. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll just put a 1 here next to Muskie for a vote. So anything you guys would like to see, just let me know, and I would definitely try to get out. It's funny now. There's a heart. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try hitting it. Okay, I can send hearts. There's like an emoji thing in the way now, so I can't quite read your messages until it goes up one. It's new. I kind of like it though. Some video or two of the Caseville Piers. I wanted to do that, Bill, but I don't think that's a good thing till the fall. As far as I know, for like the Lakers and stuff, I think that's more of a fall thing. But I've been dying to do that. I wanted to do it last year, but everybody told me that it was bad, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's too late. Like I just never got a good moment to get down there, I guess. But yeah, Caseville is definitely something I've been wanting to do. No, I have before. I bow fished for probably 10 years, starting when I was about 13. I used to bow fish a lot on Venetton, and it's been a long time. Actually, since I lost my last arrow, I never went again because I remember it was like 20 bucks an arrow. I don't know what it is anymore, but yeah, it was so expensive for those arrows. But I have been thinking about doing it again. I know there's a lot of there is, and okay, I'm with these guys. I love carp, I really do. They're fun to catch. They're trash fish. They belong in our water, but at the same time, I also like shooting them. So, but I know if I go out and do a bow fishing video shooting carp, I'll probably get some hay. Go and buy I want to get a bow fishing reel for my compound. So that down, because I've been wanting to do it. And actually, the conservation officer for the area, he is a big bow. Maybe I can get out on his boat. He's got a special boat with all the lights around it, and that'd be fun to do a video out there with him. So, tour of Freedom Baits. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. I would have to, obviously I'd have to travel across over to Minnesota, which I've been dying to do anyways, but I'll write that down because it's something we've talked about doing. They wanted me to go to Canada and fish with them. There was a special pro staff trip going on this fall, but it turns out if you've got a DUI, which I do, you're considered a felon up in Canada. So no go on that one. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm sure I can make it over to Minnesota and check them out. And I was talking to him about making a musky type plastic. I'd like to see him make like an 8-inch or bigger Barracuda, honestly. I've never done the Flint River. No, never done it, Bill. That's something I've thought I'd like to do, the Flint River. I'd also like to do the Tittabawassee. I've never fished that one either. Hey Tom, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing good too, man. I'm doing all right. Been pretty fun week. I got a brand new trolling motor. My buddy Paul, he gave it to me as a gift. Had it sent from Frank's. Found it on the porch the other day. Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yeah, the Warthog's definitely good. That thing works like a charm for sure. Lots of species to really see. That'd be fun. I'd be down for that. That's the kind of stuff I like to do, is those crazy mixed videos. So that's what I'm thinking. 919 UP trip for sure, especially for the muskie. If I do the muskie trip, I want to hit that Dollarville flooding up there, which is the Tequamanen Falls, Tequamanen River flooding. But they don't get. They get big muskie too, but there's a lot of small ones, and I'd be happier than heck with that. That's all I care about. If I got a 25-inch muskie, I would be so pumped. They have been stocking so many of those, McParland, and I have honestly never seen one. I've heard of a couple people catching them, but it's one of them things you never really know if it's true or not, because there's so many guys out there that'll catch a pike and claim it's a muskie. There's a lot of people that just don't know their fish. So, but personally, I've never seen them. They keep planting them in the ponds, but I've never seen one. So, well, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm definitely a daddy when it comes to these little monsters. Yeah, the UP. See, the only thing that kind of sucks about the UP trip, and I was telling Robert about this the other day. When I do a camping video trip, it's not going to be like a lot of other guys when they do it, because I'm not free to really roam. Normally if I went up to the UP just myself, I would be up there wandering like crazy through the woods, trout fishing and hitting all these lakes that you can only kayak in. But I can't do that kind of stuff because no matter where I go, I always have to have my dogs on me. They're always going to be there with me. So I have to have the boat at all times. I'm not going to be able to walk in. I obviously can't trout fish with these dogs. I can't kayak with them. So it's not gonna be as great as it could be, but I'll make it the best I can. And I've been writing down a lot of the bigger bodies of water up there, or medium size, that I could hit and take the boat on. Just lots of cool lakes up there that I could fish. But if I do, like I said, it's gonna be with Gemma, little turd here, and Ruby, and even Thor. So, well, you guys got me all excited now, Scott. I'm gonna put another mark down there for Flint, because I've been really thinking about doing the Flint River, and I haven't done it yet. Oh, you're a fur baby father too? Well, happy fur baby daddy day to you too. Yeah, I'm a big time. I love bass fishing, man. It's my jam. So, yep, I am down. And every time I drive by the Tittabawassee River and look down at it, it looks phenomenal too. For especially for kayak. So I'm really hoping to do that kind of stuff here. Yeah, again though, that's down in the city. It's actually closer for me to get in the UP. Oh, oh, the dogs, they make such a great day too. They're always so goofy and loving. I mean, I could be having a bad day, and all it takes is Ruby putting her head on my shoulder or just looking at me, and I mean, it's all it takes to warm me up. So to me, they're definitely my kids, and yeah, it just makes my day to have them with me. So, all right, sounds good, Scott. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll have to set something up down there. Yep. I've been planning, I also want to go, and the reason I've been holding off on this, I want to fish the Saginaw Bay for bass and pike. I would like to go to Wigwam Bay. The problem is, and I learned this the hard way with the hot ponds, the water in Lake Huron is down so stinking far right now. We got stuck. I should have recorded it. We got stuck in the boat that day trying to get out. And I mean, we literally bottomed out with the boat. And I know Wigwam Bay's even shallower than where we went out at. So that might even be toast right now. I might not be able to get out there and bass fish it. So I'd hate to take that drive just to find out I can't even get the boat in there. So it's kind of been up in the air right now. But I do want to do some bass fishing down there. I'm sure I could get into some giants. Craig Lake. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I mean, when I get up there, because you can come up and see people, because my dogs have a tendency to bark when there's people around, I'll probably try to camp in the woods for the most part, which luckily in the UP, there's so much woods around that I could easily do that without any issues. I don't even care about it being legal up there in the woods. If it's state land or something, I'm going to hop in the woods and do it. So, but yeah, that's my plan, is to just get up there and camp in the woods with the crazy dogs and just spend the days as much time in the boat as I can. I've only got the 2 deep cycle batteries. So basically, as long as they can last for me, I could probably get 3 days of fishing out of those 2 batteries. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll just go up there for 3 days and fish 3 different lakes, Yeah, they used to plant them a lot up here too, and that's something that bothers me. The way I look at it is they supposedly take some of our money from our fishing licenses and put it into all these stocking efforts and everything. But if they're doing that, why don't they let us choose what they're going to stock? I would like to see more tiger muskie efforts, because they did good. They lasted their lifetime. Most lakes, these tiger muskies lived until they just died off, or got fished out, but they lived. They could definitely make it. So yeah, that's something I'd like to see done more of, is the muskies. Oh man. Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, we don't have alligator gar in Michigan, but they would have been the long nose or the short nose gars. But they're still gars. They're still cool looking. Yeah, and that's something I've never caught either. I've seen them. I had video footage last year of a bunch of gar, but never caught one. That's something I'm hoping to catch. I was happy though that I got those dogfish the other day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I definitely enjoyed making it because I hadn't caught a dogfish in, I don't know, a few years. So it was nice to get them. Real nice to get them. They have a short. Yeah, I figured that because they're a hybrid. Yeah, usually those hybrids don't have the lifespan of the regular natural, but still, though, I mean, it's worth it in my opinion because they grow faster, I believe. And what I'm saying is, if we are paying, if money out of our license fees is supposedly going in, which I don't even believe it is, but if it's going into these funds to for stocking efforts, it should be up to us to some extent that we are allowed to choose some sort of species because it seems like it's all the stocking efforts seem to be surrounding the Great Lakes. Let's stock these salmon, which the salmon are cool. Yeah, it brings business, which that's all the state seems to care about in the long run anyway is money. But yeah, we're gonna stock steelhead, we're gonna stock salmon, this and that. But man, our inland lakes could definitely use some sort of cool stocking efforts. I think really they should work on some red-ear stocking up north here. I think they could do good in some of our lakes. Yeah, thinking about is definitely the key word there, McParlin. They've been talking about that for so long, and I don't think they're doing it. Yeah, they don't spawn. Yep, grow faster. That's what I figured. It's like I had oh god, I can't even think of the name of the duck I had, but it was a hybrid and it couldn't breed with anybody. Definitely all about the money. Yep, definitely all. Hey, thanks, Rick. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please give this a thumbs up. I have been noticing, and I get it that it's summertime, which it's kind of odd because last summer I was skyrocketing with this, but I've noticed the views have been getting way lower. Not on videos, but on the lives. Like right now we got 23 people. At one point last winter, we were having 50, 60 a night. So yeah, it's just a shame. All right. Yeah. It's funny you say that, Johnny, because I've seen that happen. They do that so much on TV. I've gotten to where I try to do it with a pike if I can remember. You've seen in videos where I forget, pull the lure out, and boom, the pike smashed it and miss it at the boat. But a lot of times I try to really slow it down because those pike, I wouldn't really figure eight a pike, but if you slow down and catch them at the right time by the boat, you could slow down and give it a couple twitches and they swallow it. So yeah, the musky thing though, I would love to do the figure eights and stuff with them for sure. That would be a riot. So yeah, I've got a few different votes down here for muskie. Travel to See Freedom, Caseville Piers, bow fishing, Flint River. Those are all great ideas. Definitely things that I can do. So I did fish a new body of water the other day, but again, mayfly hatch messed me up. I caught a beautiful pike and some shiners, which was funny. But other than that, there was billions, and I took a video of it to show you guys. There was billions of mayflies just covering the surface of the water. And when that happens, man, those fish, they feed so fast and furious on the mayflies. They really have no reason to feed after that. They get so full. They don't need to feed for a while. So it just throws things out of balance for a bit. But like I said, I'm still getting out. I've got the boat hooked up right now. I'm trying to decide if tomorrow I want to go try and get a bunch of panfish or if I'm going to do some pike fishing. A lot of times the pike fishing's still pretty good, even though you get the mayfly hatch, because they're not as big into feeding on them as everything else. They still do, but you got a better chance of getting some pike after a mayfly hatch than you do, panfish or bass or anything. Another option was floating the Asable River and getting into some big bass, because I know right now this is the time of year that river is just chock full of bass and pike. I mean, it's full where I could catch a lot. I've been thinking about doing, because I've seen some of the guys, well, a lot of, it seems like everybody anymore does these, they're trying to do these challenges on their channels, you know. I thought about doing one myself, maybe doing like a 100 bass day challenge where I go out, do a float trip and show that I get 100 bass in a day, because I know I can do it. So, yeah, I thought about doing that. I don't know. I've been trying not to be the one getting into these trends like that, but that might be what I have to do to start gaining the extra subscribers, because it's pretty much died off for me here for a bit. So who knows? Maybe I'll have to join the club. Can't beat them, have to join them kind of thing. But I didn't want to. I'll still never be a Guggen. I'll tell you guys that right now. But I might have to start following the lead and doing some of the stuff like the challenges. And the next time that me and Rick here go out metal detecting, I want to do, and I've done this before with my sister, but I want to do like a coin challenge where we try to see, maybe do it like for $1, just see who gets the oldest coin of the day. Because it's fun. I mean, honestly, with metal detecting, you don't know. It's totally up in the air what you're gonna dig. So yeah, it's something I've been wanting to do. But if you guys enjoy the treasure hunts and stuff, make sure you check out that new channel. I'm uploaded right now into the second week of July, and on that channel, I'm only posting a video once a week, every Sunday at noon. So it's going to make it easier for me to keep up on this channel so I can still do my 2 videos. From now on, it's always going to be Saturday and Wednesday on this channel. So hopefully those work for you. Saturday and Wednesdays are going to be my days, and then Sunday for my treasure hunts. So oh yeah. Yeah, that's Memorial Day weekend's a good time to be out there. Yep. That's before the weeds really take grasp and get too bad. I personally like to fish in that thick weed because you get to use that's when you can pull out your total topwater frogs. And it is 7:31, so I have one auction going on tonight. Now this box is actually pretty cool. I spent some time looking it with Rapala fell out. There is Rapalas, there's all kinds of, there's some topwater stuff. There's some really cool things in this box. I would label this as an all species box because, and it's heavy. It is heavy, but it's got a little bit of everything for every species in there. Like I said, there's topwater, there's some Rapala, there's just a good mix match. There's some panfish stuff, all kinds of stuff. You never know, Rick. You know, digging is one of them weird things where, you know, I might be tearing it up. I might have 40 coins to your 10, but all it takes is you to dig one that's a year ahead of me, you know. It makes it fun for sure. So, but yep, this box right here, guys, we're going to auction this off tonight. Like I said, it has a little bit of everything in it. Quite literally, it's got Rapalas, it's got all kinds of tackle in it. So this is what I chose for tonight as the mystery box. It's also got, I don't know, probably 20, maybe 30 pounders in it, but there's also a bunch of other stuff in here too. So if anybody wants to bid on this, this is what will go up tonight for the auction. But hopefully this week I can get out and do some different kinds of fishing. I'll definitely try to get in. Who knows? Maybe I could take the kayak downstate and fish some of those different rivers. So, but this is the box tonight, guys. Like I said, if anybody wants to start the auction off on this, it's got all kinds of goodies in it. Lots of lures. Stuff that you could catch. It's all open water. You could catch stuff with right now. So Rick started her at 30 and then Robert bumped her up to 40. We're at $40 right now, guys. $40 for this mystery tackle box. Mystery tackle box. It's actually got my buddy's address on the bottom, so I'll have to pull that off. Rick's got her at 45. We're at 45 right now. 45. $45, guys. 45. Top water. It's got stuff, Freedom. It's got my stuff. It's got Z-Man, all kinds of stuff. Ned jigs. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. Rapalas, $50. Don's got her at 50. We're at 50 right now. $50 for the mystery box, guys. $50. $50. Definitely worth it. There's a lot of goodies in here. Like I said, every other week I'm gonna try to do these auctions for you. At least one on every other weekend. So we didn't have one last weekend. I wanted to do one this weekend. $50 right now. Don's got her at 50. We're at $50 for the mystery tackle box. $50. $50. There's a lot of goodies in here, guys. 55. Rick's got her at 55. $55. $55. There's a lot of stuff in here that I know that Rick would like to. We're at 55 right now. 60. Robert jumped her 60. Who wants it tonight? We're at $60, guys. $60. $60. Robert just beat you there, Don. We're at $60 right now. Like I said, mystery box, it has a little bit of everything in it. From panfish stuff to pike stuff to bass stuff. I mean, it's all in here. So $60. Robert's got her at 60 right now. We're at $60 for this box. 65. Don's got her at 65. We're at $65 for the mystery box. $65. $65, guys. $65. Nice little mixture of stuff in here. We're at 65. Don's got her at 65 right now. 65. I'm going to let her go for about 25 more seconds. We're at $65 right now, guys. 65 for the box. 65. $65 going for 20 more seconds here. $65. Like I said, a little bit of everything in here. You could catch, I mean, this stuff, there's probably enough in here to fill a box. So 70. Rick jumped her to 70. We're at $70 right now. $70, guys. $70. 75. Don's at 75. 75, guys. 75. $75 for the mystery box. I fluffed it up so you get a little more view in there. We're at $75. 75, guys. We're 75. Going to go for 15 seconds. $75 right now. 75. 10 seconds. $75 right now, guys. 75. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, last second. Rick got 80. $80. We're at $80. You're out before you get. Well, I appreciate it, guys, for sure. Rick's got her at 80 right now. $80, guys. $80. Like I said, there's a good assortment of a little bit of everything in here. Lots of goodies. $80 right now. We're at $80. $80 going for 30 seconds, guys. 90. Right, Don's got her at 90. $90. $90, guys. $90. I spent some time putting this box together. I wanted to make her neat. So $90 right now. We're at 90. $90 going for 15 seconds. $90. $90, guys. 9 seconds. We're at $90 right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $90. You got her there, Don. Thank you, buddy. And thank you, Rick. Appreciate you guys bidding. I will put this down. Put down here that you got her, Don. Cool. Like I said, I put a bunch of things together, a lot of good items that you could catch fish on for the whole season. So thank you very much, Don. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Robert. Thank you all for donating. I think I have it, Don. I'm pretty sure I have it. But when you send the money over, just put it, I think it lets you put it in the comment. So just do that again. This time I'll write you into my book, though, my address book. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it for sure. Yep, like I said, I'm going to try and do these every every other week. So, there won't be one this coming weekend, but the weekend after we'll have another auction of some sorts. So, yeah, just never know. Always throwing something different together. So, but this one I added a bunch of crazy things too. So I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. But yeah, this week, who knows, guys? You got me really thinking about the whole kayaking downstate thing. How's the for those of you that live downstate? How's the mayfly hatches going on down there? Are you guys done with them, or did they not? I don't know how they go down there. It might not be so bad because I know you need a lot of muddy locations. So maybe in the cities and stuff, they're just not that bad. I'm not sure. Hey, how's it going, Crash Bandit? Nope, I was not. I was not. I didn't get out. I've actually been home this weekend, just tying lures. I've been trying to catch back up because mom and pop's one stop shop there at Fletcher's bought a bunch. So not bad in Detroit. Okay. Well, that's good to hear then. That's what I was worried about. I definitely don't want to make a trip if the mayflies have destroyed it. Haven't had a hatch yet. See, that's crazy because with us having them up here, the downstate, you guys should have had them before us, but yeah, they drive me nuts. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Thanks, Crash Band. I like hearing that stuff. That's I don't know how many of you knew this, but every time you order anything from my website, I send a free decal with it. So just because I like seeing them around, every now and then I do see somebody driving with one, and it makes me smile. So I do like to see that. And I've had people send me pictures from down south in South Carolina. I think was the last of somebody driving with one, and definitely makes my day. So not at all in Flint. Okay. Good deal, Bill. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see if I can do it then this week. Yeah. My one tire keeps going flat in the back, so I gotta try for sure. Like I said, I just got brand new tires on the front, but then the very next day the back tire was flat. So I want to get that fixed before I do a long trip like that. I definitely don't need any problems. A lot of fun. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going out. I want to play photos, making them anymore. They're supposed to just be better all around. So I'm excited to use. I thought about doing, one of the backwaters of the Asable. Me and Rick talked about it. I would like to have a video this year of every one of the backwaters so that you guys could see what they all look like. So far, all I've got on here is Alcona Pond from this season, but I've still got Foot, Cook, Loud, 5 channels, Mayo, all that, all those bodies of water yet that I could hit. So, yeah, I thought about maybe going to Loud tomorrow. That's one of my favorites up here. There's not very much for boat traffic out there, and the pike fishing is pretty awesome out on that one. So, okay. Yeah, see, that sucks too. I don't know enough. I don't know enough people down there for something like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the video at Loud for sure, Bill, because it's my favorite as it is. Loud Pond, if you guys have ever been up here and seen it, it's my favorite because of the water that people don't dare go out in speedboats. There's no jet skis. It's paradise to me. I hate seeing those people. So like getting out there and being away from people, nice quiet pond and just having nature, it's a beautiful thing. And Loud is great for that. It's been my favorite since I was just a little kid. My dad used to take me out there all the time. And the bass and pike fishing on that lake is pretty dang awesome. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow then is film a trip out there on Loud just so you guys can get a good taste of what it's like. Oh, cool, Doe Slayer. I hope you did good. Cook's another fun one. Yep. I like fishing Cook. There is a lot more boat traffic on Cook than there is on Loud for sure, but it's not as bad. I think Foot is my least favorite because it's just the Old Orchard Park campground makes for some crazy boaters on that lake. All right, have a good night, sis. Thank you. Yeah, Cook definitely when you get down, I like to go upriver away from the campsites and stuff. And once you actually, that's where that Loon Shit Bay is that I like to fish on. And when you get up to there, you catch a lot of fish. So see, that's yeah, that sucks, Doe Slayer. Yeah, I don't like that. The boat traffic, of course, with yeah, being the weekend. That's the thing too. On the weekends, I really try not to do it. You know, if I really get the itch and want to get out and do something on a weekend, I'll go dig. That's another great thing about metal detecting. You can, if people are a problem on your body of water, you could always go find a place to dig and get away from people. So, yeah, boats and that can't really bother you when you're digging. It's just a good way to actually get out and enjoy nature. So, oh, sorry about that. No, I have not, Doe Slayer. In fact, I think, don't quote me. I'll have to check it when I get off of here now because you got me thinking. But I really think that that's the one pond that they did not plant with the muskies. I know they planted Foot and Cook really heavily and Alcona, but I don't think they ever planted Loud. I think they skipped it mostly because it's small. It's not a very big pond, and probably also because they plant so many trout below Alcona Dam itself, which flows into Loud, that they would just destroy the trout. Huh? Yeah, I've never. Of course, that would make sense because if it came out of 5 channels, that would be that would be Cook Pond. So if you seen one out of 5 channels, that would I could see that. I mean, I've yet to see it, but it's definitely possible. They dump so many in there that there should be. I did talk. I don't know. Maybe some of you follow the circuit. I don't really follow it, but my buddy Adam Hume. He is a professional walleye tournament guy, and when I say professional, I mean like he's a higher up. He ain't just out doing these weekend little tournaments. He does the big timers, and him and his buddy. Last I knew, they're in first place right now. He last year he took, I think, second place worldwide, or statewide, US wide. So he knows what he's doing, but he's also a big muskie fisherman. And me and him were talking about it. He said that he fished muskie on the ponds, and I guess on Foot Pond last year. He said he had a couple in the high 30s, low 40s chase up to the boat. So definitely something, that could happen. So okay. Was that see when I read that though, I thought that they dumped them in at Loud Dam. I think they dumped them in at the dam itself, like below it, because that would put the muskies into Cook or into no, that would put them into 5 channels. Maybe they are in Loud. Maybe they are. I'll check it out, but I appreciate that. Yeah, you got me wondering now. Yeah, because there's a big stump flat out there that I really like to fish for the pike and stuff. And I'm sure if there's muskies in there, they'll be around that stump flat too. So maybe I'll topwater fish it tomorrow. Hey Bob, how you doing, bud? Oh yeah, yeah. Steel Leader's my buddy. In fact, it's funny. I'm sitting here playing with one right now. You can get these super cheap ones online. I think they're Chinese. I don't care though. These cheap leaders, I have caught so many pike on. And yeah, by the end of the day, they're chewed up, but they last, and you can get like 100 of them, like $10. Like, it's totally worth it. I mean, I have so many in my tackle box right now. I don't need to buy anymore, and they work great. I don't break on them, so um, I I'll be honest, Crash Bandit. It's funny. A lot of people. I think the old saying was like "dirty water, dark water, dark colors" or something crazy like that. I've never believed it. Honestly, when I fish dark water, I want the brightest color that I have because I feel, and I've seen this on my underwater camera, the fish have a hard time seeing. So I would much rather have a super bright color that they're not going to miss, that they're going to see right away. So when it comes to dirty waters, I really love white, pink. Those are probably two of my favorites for the real dirty water. That's why in the Saginaw River, I really kill with white and pink. Those are definitely really awesome. So yeah, out of my pig pounders and that, white and pink would probably be my best bet for uh, dirty waters. I mean, I try to have most of my pig pounders are bright colors as it is, and I do that because I just feel like for the most part bright colors are better. I do say though um in more clear water, I do that's when I would use maybe something that looks more natural, like my peaches and cream kind of looks like a grub, because in clear water those fish can clearly see the bait, so you don't want something that looks too outlandish because they might just back off. They might say, oh, that's definitely not food, and then they're done for. But I do have a lot of natural looking colors like the Christmas tree, and then I have a bunch that are not so natural, like my Patriot. But I do really good on any bright color. Here's my Patriot, which is silver with all these flakes in it. That's a killer color too for dirty water. So hey, that's good, Bob. Glad you got out, man. Glad you got out. Yeah, the twister tails, it must be dark water, I'd take it, because yeah, those white twister tails are awesome in that dirty water too. I, if I fish down there, I'm probably going to use a barracuda. Bass fishing wise, the barracudas are just unreal for bass and pike. And I need to do some freedom bait video footage here. So planted muskie 3 years, about 10. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Joe. I did not know that about Loud. So yep, exactly, McParland. Yep. White, it seems to be a staple for dirty water. Vanetton Lake even is dirty. White's great in there. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Bandit. Yep. Yeah, it's something about dirty water, man. And that's why, even it hasn't been this great the past few years, but when Saginaw was at its best and people were really slaying those walleyes, most of the time you would see them with a pink jig head and either a, bright blue and purple plastic, or I always used pink plastics too, is what I used to use. And I killed, man. They're great. You got to have bright colors in that dirty water, and it makes a huge difference. You probably seen when me and Rick were fishing the Saginaw the last time. He was trying some other stuff, and we both were trying different things, trying to figure it out. Finally, I used a pink jig head, which we hadn't tried yet. I used a pink jig head, and they call it silver. It's kind of it looks more clear with some speck inside of it, but Freedom Baits calls it the silver ring of fire, and that's what we just killed him on. So all right, thanks, Don. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Yep. I'll check real quick. But I appreciate that. Yep, I got it. Thank you. Yep. And I'll make sure that they get sent out tomorrow. If there is mail tomorrow. I don't know. I've been hearing rumors that there's not, for I don't know what kind of day they're calling it tomorrow, but I keep hearing that there's not going to be. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I keep, I've been trying to really bump my views up and to get the subscribers up. But like I said, the views and everything have been kind of low. So that's why I really need to figure out what everybody wants to see. I want to get out and do some pike videos and stuff, but sometimes they do good. Sometimes they don't. I just never know what's going to do good. I did try to get out and do a trout video yesterday. And I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite trout stream up here that you guys have seen 100 times on my channel, it is messed up. This water, our drought right now is just destroying it. I mean, I've never seen it, even in late summer, I've never seen it so low. I was able to walk along, and I bet you I walked the entire stretch that I usually do. Normally, I'll catch 15 or so trout. I only caught one brookie and 3 chubs the whole stretch, and I only seen a few other trout spook, and they were just little ones. So, yeah, the trout fishing this year is going to be a mess too. Definitely. weekly tackle review. Are you thinking that for on my lives, Josh? I like that idea. I definitely take any tips. Camping video at Reed. Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me. No way I'm getting back there with these dogs though. They're too crazy. Those leashes will be getting tied up the whole way. Not to mention Reed Lake is actually the fishing has sucked out there the past couple years. I think it got overfished pretty heavily. I went out there last winter and it was the worst that I'd ever seen it. So even the trout, they were tiny. Inland deep water lakes, mixed bag. Usually on the deep water inland lakes, they're not the ones we got up here ain't very big. And if they are, like Hubbard, for instance, being a deep water lake, the fish aren't in that deep water. Like there's the thermocline, which I'm sure you guys know about that thermocline. Once they hit that zone, they just stay above it. So um, a lot of times they're not even in that deep water. But I see what you mean. I could probably do some of that. Tackle and strategies. Okay. See, I have been talking about yeah, Bill. It's sad, man. That was one of my favorite little it was one of my hidden lakes that I did videos, but I never ever said what it was back there. And that I think they destroyed it. There was too many people going back there, and I really think it got messed up. So okay. All right. Sounds good, McFarland. I appreciate that. Yep. I will definitely do tackle reviews. I've been thinking about because now that I've got the camera in front of me too, especially in the kayak, it's easier in the kayak because I know the camera's right there. In the boat, it's a little different because the camera's behind me. But it's so nice to have a camera in front of me because it makes me want to talk to it more, makes it easier for me to discuss things with you guys. Like my video that I got coming out Wednesday where I catch some I just go out for panfish and bass with the pig pounder and I get some pike too. But I discuss the pig pounder more. I explain why it's made the way that it is, how I fish them, the correct way to fish them. Because I have been getting some questions on how you should fish them. So yeah, I am trying to get better at just about be right in front of you in the camera, telling you about the lures I'm using. So I watch a lot of Nicole Stone, and she's a really great YouTuber. She's a great fisherman in general. And I'm trying to use some of her tricks. I watch what she does and I'm trying to kind of pick up on what she does. So, oh, it's okay. I totally understood it, Bill. No, yeah, I appreciate it. No, I have not done any. I have not done any of those podcasts. Um, I thought about doing them again. I didn't get very much feedback from it. I mean, there was a few of you that liked it and followed it, but it just felt like it was kind of a lost cause. But it's something that I could do. Yeah, I could definitely try to do some more podcasts on there. I've just mostly been so busy. I got them. Oh, like I said, everybody's been buying so many pounders. I have to keep literally, I'll sell a couple hundred of these every time I get a bait shop call. And then I have to get home and just tie. I'll tie 100 or so every single night just to keep catching up. So, and I even got some new colors. I'm always trying to, which I shouldn't be because that just makes it more time consuming for me. But I try to add new colors here. Like this one, I haven't quite come up with a name yet for that, but I like the color on that one. So that's going to be a new one. Also, this one I have a name for because I did have this in the panty pounder for a bit on the website. It's just a really nice, perfect gray, in my opinion. and I call that one gray worm. So yeah, that's just the gray worm there. And then what was the other new color? I don't know. I got some pretty random colors in here that I haven't done yet either. So there's still new colors that'll be on the website once I get them done. I just haven't finished a lot of these up yet. I've got hundreds of them. So just a lot of work. Yeah, the $25, like the Walmart catch and cook that the guys do, what I find funny about the people that do those videos, it they make such a big deal out of it, like it's something special, but for God's sakes, especially Walmart, their stuff is so cheap, even their good stuff, that I could go there and buy some of my best lures for under 25 and easily go like it's just I don't know, I just don't see I get that a lot of the kids think it's cool, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of these guys, they're just really stretching it and doing some just dumb things to try and look cool. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it, man. Well, I appreciate that, McFarland. I'll definitely keep trying and yeah, I'll keep pushing some things. But like I said, I think tomorrow I'll go out and do some topwater fishing on Loud Pond. I don't have any videos on here like that yet. So I'll get out and do that tomorrow. Hopefully I can bring you guys a good video. Whatever I get tomorrow, that'll be on Saturday's video. So hopefully next Sunday we can talk about what I did. It should be really good. Oh, Hot Pumpkin. I like that name. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, made me think for a minute. I'm like, Hot Pumpkin, what's he talking about? That's a good color name. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't, guys. I appreciate it. It's done so I can get them posted on the website. I hope you guys all have a good night. Hopefully I can get out and catch some big fish tomorrow. I'll try and make some posts. And again, I really hope you guys enjoy everything that I'm doing. And it's been my dream since I was just a little kid to have a fish show, and I try my best to make it like the old TNN days. I want it to be kind of like Bill Dance, so I appreciate that. All right, guys, have a good night.